Okay. What the fuck is this opening? Horse first? Okay. Oh no, she's playing weird stuff. Why is she playing like this? Okay. I think we just do this. Seems like a good idea to me. She's setting up for this, but I don't think I care enough. Alright. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, where do you want to move your horse? Move there. I can't move. I guess you can not move there. Alright. I guess you can move it back all the way. Alright. Okay. Do we push it or no? Let her push it? Let her push it? No, we do this now because we don't want to open up this lane. We don't want her to make the first move. If she makes the first move, then this will die, and then she can get the rook. So I think we take it with this one. No, we don't.
For
oh my gosh, she blundered right into. Oh my gosh, she just trades the queens here.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna be down a pawn at the start. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Knight g5 and knight c3 and white's up a pawn.
Yeah. So okay, so she's
no. Sorry, I'm following the meme, but this is off to a very, very bad start for Forsen. He's still very much in the game because he's only going to be down one pawn, but this is
and
not...
she saw it. She played it so quickly. How long has XChocoBars been playing chess for? This is really impressive.
Probably like a week or so. The only problem is I literally showed her this position, so that's why it's not.
Oh, you showed her this particular queen trade and an idea to attack the knight?
Yes, this exact.
Why is she playing so fast? What the fuck? Why am I so slow, dude? It's because I don't know what the fuck this build order is. Oh no, no. Oh no, no. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. We're the God Gamer. The God Gamer. I don't know if it matters. If I put it here, I will threaten this one as soon as I go with this one, but I won't be moving this anytime soon, because the only reason I would move this is to take the horse that I would threaten in the first place. I lost a... Oh no, I am down a fucking pawn. I am down a pawn. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no. Okay. What the fuck am I playing against? Okay, we're fine.
So I think that actually diminishes the odds of a Forsen, like a real attack. I still think the game is very unclear, but without queens, it's gonna be harder for him to find tactics.
Fair enough. And now the next two moves or so are pretty straightforward for both sides. They have some pieces that are not developed, the minor pieces for Forsen, the bishop for XChocoBars, as well as getting the rooks into play. Is this an opening, or I know we're in the end game, but these are opening principles still that you expect them to see?
Yeah, I mean, I think again, when I try to help out any of these streamers, it's about trying to follow plan, develop the pieces, get the king out of the center. I try to do something that I think they can remember, something that's relatively simple. It's not a hard or difficult plan to see. So yeah, I think so far XChocoBars is doing very well. Forsen, I mean, this was always my sort of the one thing I've noticed in Forsen's games that has been a big weakness is that he likes to play very aggressively at the start, but then he sort of, if he doesn't get the big attack, he kind of loses the steam very quickly in terms of trying to find the right ideas. So that's the one thing I would say that is maybe my one critique of Forsen is that he doesn't really, if he doesn't get the right attack, he doesn't get the steam, the initiative going right at the start of the game. Sometimes it's hard for him to find the plans.
That's fair. And what about XChocoBars style from what you've seen so far?
I mean, I think considering she's relatively new to the game, I think it's pretty straightforward what she should be doing here, trying to take this open file where the rook can attack the knight on the d8 square. So, I mean, I think the main thing she needs to remember is develop this bishop. Very important that she doesn't play b3 here, actually. b3 would be a very bad move because then black can go bishop to d4 and black will be up, will end up being up a piece. So that's the one thing that I would say she has to be very careful not to do. She has to find another way to develop. Okay, rook e1 is reasonable. But so, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think all three results are very much in the up in the air here. And I wouldn't be shocked if this might actually end up being a draw. I'm going to make a small guess that I think there's like a 10% chance of a draw here.
Well, now she has to be careful about the tactic because Forsen is threatening to remove her knight, and then and now she just blundered a bishop.
Oops.
We back, baby. We back. We back, motherfucker. Alright, well played. Thank you, chat. I assume, because I'm definitely not reading the chat. That would be cheating. I don't know what to do now, though. Guess we kill off some pawns. We simply kill the bat. My best guess is we threaten this pawn right here. We force him to put his thingy here or here. Sorry, her. Sorry. Of course. And then we want to take this pawn instead. Force her to put her tower here. And then oh, these pawns are all annoying right now, dude. Alright, so and then we move this up here. Oof. She will probably do something like this, and I'm happy to trade towers in this situation, I should say. Yes, very happy. She does not want to trade.
So yeah, so now, I mean, Forsen has to move the bishop. He needs not to better not make a blunder here. It feels like every move, kind of unlike professional chess, there is always a decent possibility of either player making a rather serious blunder. So you're always kind of on the edge of your seat, I think, in a different way.
So question for you, if Forsen plays g6 and she pushes f4, which is obviously not a right move because e4 is hanging, but do you think it's risky that he might fall for f5, or that's a tactic he would see right away?
I think f4 is actually a great bluffing kind of move, because if Forsen doesn't see f5, or doesn't see the e pawn hanging and allows f4, f5, he could end up in a lot of trouble. Oh, did she play it?
No, I was just explaining it on the board.
Okay,
Sorry, I'll stick to arrows for now to not be confusing.
But I do think it's a reasonably good like bluff blunder, because if Forsen doesn't see it, the game will become very complicated again.
And so when you're down a piece, I mean, at some point you do have to go for some bluff blunders. Otherwise, you're likely just going to lose.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And do you have Forsen's stream up as well? Because maybe we can take in a look and see what he's thinking as well.
Of course.
Very good, very good. Waste more time. Yes, my man.
Yeah, see, the other thing I would say is the time really matters here.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm only laughing because of how Forsen was excited.
Not lose a piece, and I'm good.
He does have the right plan. He's trying not to lose his piece. But it might get stuck on G3 if she sees something like King G4, King F2, King G3.
Here, right?
Yeah, I really don't like Bishop H3 here.
But now we can move this tower. God damn it.
And we're just listening in on him, trying not to speak over him. I like that she grabbed the open file. I wonder what his response is.
This is very tricky. Also, the other thing that makes this, I think, very tricky is the time situation, because the fact that Forsen is already down 2 minutes on the clock makes this very, very dicey.
Yeah, and he's playing Knight G5 now, so you've been right about his style. He goes for a very, very aggressive play. I guess there is a chance that at some point he forgets about the back rank checkmate, so it's still tricky because he's going to have to play faster and faster.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I mean, I think every move here is critical for both sides. Every single move really matters here.
So what do you think is the trickiest plan for White?
I mean, I think the thing is trying to bring the rook up to guard the pawn and then double the rooks on the d file would be the best move, but it's a tricky move. It's hard to see. But Knight G5 is kind of an obvious move because it's clear you're moving the knight towards a weird spot and you want to take the pawn.
So, oh no! Let's see what he says after Rook F1. Oh. Does he see it?
Oh. Ooh. He surely sees it, right?
What? Well, he's taking his time. He is hovering over his rook on c4.
What?
I'm just gonna stream snipe and tell you the situation. Now he's hovering over his d-pawn.
I'm watching it too. What? What?
He said he doesn't know what to do.
I don't know.
Dude, don't know what to do. Okay, we have his stream pulled up, by the way.
Joke of Twitch.
Oh, this is so intense. I love watching.
Oh, come on, dude. Come on. But he's also using way too much time.
Oh, no. He's about to push G6, Hikaru. Oh, he took it back. Oh, now the F pawn.
What is he doing?
I don't know what to do.
Come on. Oh my god.
I do not know.
Come on, dude.
He's getting... Oh, G6 played.
I'm just gonna wait to see what she does.
Well, he's waiting for his opponent here.
I have no idea what to do in that situation.
Yeah, that was totally missing lethal.
And let me check if we're still on him or if we're swapping off. Okay, so he's muted again on the stream, and she just played Rook F2, so she saw the threat. That was good. She fixed her mistake. That's very, very important.
Yeah, this is very, very like tricky.
I feel like you're physically in pain seeing that.
I mean, it's not that I'm in pain, but it's like I have very high expectations for Forsen. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I do think he is one of the favorites. But this is kind of one of these moments in the game where it feels like he kind of forgot. He had one of those slip-ups. Luckily, it wasn't hanging a rook or a queen, but he had one of these moments where he completely just like his brain stopped working. And so I like F5 though. F5 is a good move to attack the pawn in the center.
I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. Like, why do I even move this? I should have just done this, and then when she takes, I take and threat this shit again, right? And then it has to move back. So, like, she's trying to stack her towers here somehow, but she cannot let go of this pawn right now. Stacking won't help very much because I just killed the first tower and dodge like that. Breathtaking guy. But I am low on time and I'm pretty bad at late game, so let's hurry the fuck up. In my opinion, the best play would be to not do that.
I'd move, and I think Forsen has a little bit too much time here. He should see some good moves. Pawn takes pawn or knight takes pawn, and he should win this game pretty cleanly here.
Yeah, and he's hovering over the knight, so it looks like he is going to see that move. But Hikaru, you know, you did say if she doesn't blunder a rook or a bishop, so she's down another pawn, but there's still some hope here.
Yeah, I mean, I think she needs to bring the king to the center of the board specifically. That's the only chance she has. Because I think at this point the material is so simplified that Forsen's going to be able to trade some rooks here, and he will have a good chance. So probably king to e3 is the best move, but it's again not very intuitive. I don't really see intuitive moves here for white. You can't really move the rook down to d8 because there's the rook. You can't move it to d7 because there's the bishop that captures it. I'm going to guess that she's going to play rook d7 here. That's my prediction. I think she's going to play rook d7.
Yeah.
And whether Forsen sees the rook or not, I don't know. But I think rook d7 is probably the most logical move for someone who's new to chess.
She saw king e3, Hikaru.
Yeah, so I mean that certainly improves the situation.
Yes.
It's still quite bad, of course, but I think the thing is with the piece setup, it's still like you can't really attack the king easily except if you retreat the knight. And I don't know, but somehow Forsen retreating the knight doesn't feel very intuitive based on the style that I've seen from him. So so we'll see. But he's got to move quicker too. Like he's getting the time is starting to tick. Now the time is starting to actually be a factor.
But that's why I'm so impressed with king e3 because like her pieces are so awkward here. Her pawns, her rooks, her bishop, there's not a lot of good squares. So for her to understand that she can move her king there when you're used to being worried about your king's safety, I find so impressive.
He's got to be very careful. The time is actually starting to become an issue, I think. If he doesn't...
That's a bad idea for everyone involved. That would have been an excellent time to use my new emote, right? Alright. Okay. We have to play fast. So what do you want to do? You want to like trade towers? Is that it? You want to trade towers? You move this down here. You move this down here. And then what? No, then I just take it. That's a bad idea. You stack, I take. I don't know what you're supposed to do in this case, actually. Kind of want to get this guy into action by moving like this. Yeah, okay. I could have also taken this, but then she... Okay, I'll do that. Ooh, I should have done that first, but then... That's fine. I'm low on time.
I mean, as long as he keeps it above 1 minute, as long as he keeps his time above 1 minute, I think he will be in no danger of losing. But if the time ever gets below a minute, I think there could be it could be dangerous.
It would be exciting to watch, though. So I will say that, chat. Even if it does happen, we'll be here enjoying the show. So rook takes c3. She might play bishop e2. Of course, the problem with that is rook takes c2 check, and she has to trade off more. So she should try and keep her pieces on for as long as possible to just keep it complicated and try to cheese him on the clock.
Right. So now king e3, of course, very important that she goes up the board here, not back, because if she goes back, I think it's just game over. So you have to bring the king up. Oh, yeah. Now Forsen will win the game, I think, on the spot here. Both knight checks should win the game.
Yeah, and he has enough time to finish off with his attack here. And then he could bring his other rook into the game as well. Okay, he sees it.
So, yeah, so king f1. Now e3 is winning. Probably he'll play knight takes pawn, I'm guessing. But e3 is a very clean way. It creates a nice checkmate on f2.
Yeah, let's see if he goes for that. And now she's starting to get a little bit lower on the clock. Oh, no, actually, it's his turn here. Sorry.
Right.
He sees e3. Very nice.
Very nice move. Yeah.
Easy for the God Gamer. 1:15. I have to not lose this game on time though. Okay, so what can you do to prevent this mate? You can go there, but then I take this and I bring this into the mix. Okay. Boom.
And given your expectations for the players, how do you think they performed in the match?
I think pretty good. I would say Forsen got caught in the opening and something he wasn't expecting, so he ended up down one pawn. But otherwise, it's been pretty good.
And he's simplifying, so he's going to trade his new promoted queen for a bishop, and now he has the two rooks, and I'm sure he can do a nice mating technique here.
Yeah, I think with a minute on the clock, there's no doubt. Especially with 3 pawns on the board. If White had like 1 pawn, maybe there could be some weird stalemate. But with three pawns, there's just no way that White can avoid losing here.
Right, and if he didn't have pawns, if the king would be on a square where it's not under attack.
Why is he thinking? Why is he? Yeah, like
he wants to make you nervous. He's putting on a show, Hikaru.
Okay, yeah. Now he's
like this is a position that would have been stalemate if we didn't have the pawns because the king has nowhere to go.
Yeah, true.
You think you cannot have them on the same frequency. You have to have them on not parallel, like diagonal. So you keep shuffling them like this. Oops. But I'm just gonna push the pawn because I don't want to lose some time, man. I don't want to lose some time, man. Let's push this here. Nah. That's not going to happen. Wait, how the fuck does this work if she just goes here? How the fuck do I get her out of there? Alright. Can I open my chat now? I guess I don't know. If I can open the chat yet. I guess I can. Right? I didn't have any delay. Was there delay? Was I supposed to have delay? Alright. Oh no. Okay. Okay, good. Oof. Alright, we're back. Any doubters? Any doubters still remaining in this stream? Hey, look at that, 20 gifted subs from Omega MK19. Congratulations to the winners of the sub raffle. Oh, they want an interview? Okay.
And we are back. We are joined together by both Forsen and XChocoBars. So let's start off. Forsen, congratulations. How did the game difficulty compare to your expectations?
I asked what her rating was ahead of time, and we found out that it was 700, so I wasn't too worried. Although I didn't know the opening she used. I have never really played against that. So I wasn't very comfortable, and I lost a pawn because of it in the start. So I was a pawn down, and I had to play serious, and then I made a comeback.
Wait, you had to play serious after I ate the pawn?
No, I'm kidding. I had to focus up a bit. I had to take a little time, see how to win back the material.
Well, XChocoBars, Hikaru was saying that he went over this opening with you, and it was awesome that you had it memorized so well. Were you happy to see it come on the board?
Yes, I was. I was like, everything is going according to plan, and it felt really good. And then after, which I struggle the most with, is the mid game to end game, where I haven't, because like there's so many situations. Anyway, that's where things go kind of downhill for me, but I was happy in the beginning, and I was good on time. I'm usually really bad on time.
You were.
Yeah, actually, I was worried about that. I'm just gonna run out of time.
Yeah, Hikaru, do you want to comment a bit on the time situation, because you had some hilarious reactions?
Yeah, I just saw like there was this one moment where you used like 2 minutes where you could have captured the rook on.
And I'm pulling it up on the board.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
You used like 2 minutes in this position. You could have played bishop takes rook.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you used like 2 minutes here and then you didn't take.
I was stressed out. I was like, oh my god, he's going to eat my rook. And then you did it. And I was like, I'm running. I'm running.
Huh. That makes sense. I could have taken that. All right. That was a missed win, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, fortunately, it didn't make a difference. But nonetheless, you used so much time there that we really started getting worried that something bad would happen.
I was not worried. I was excited. I wanted to clock you out.
Yeah, I noticed.
I
noticed.
You started going faster towards the end. It was scary.
And so towards the end, Forsen, it seemed like you were almost getting into some time trouble. Were you just trying to be very careful?
I was as soon as I was up a piece, I wasn't worried about the time that much, because you can always get it back after you trade a lot of pieces, and there's like not a lot of things on the board. You can always get the time back by just doing silly moves. So I wasn't too worried about that, but I was worried when I was down a pawn and I had to think of ways to get back my material. So I think it was at 4 minutes or 5 minutes or something, but I wasn't like super worried or anything.
Fair enough. And Hikaru, were there moments where you thought after XChocoBars blundered the piece that she could have been able to get counterplay?
Yeah, probably in this middle stage, instead of this rook f1 move, it's possible to stack the rooks on the d file. Just go back like 3 moves.
I wanted to do that, but he
right here you can play rook d3.
Or rook d3 to protect the pawn and double up your rooks.
And then you try to check on the back.
Okay, yeah. I was really worried because I could see that if he brought his horse down to f3, he would fork my rook and my king. So I was thinking of ways, but I didn't see the d3. Noted.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And Hikaru, do you have any tips for the players, maybe when they get into the middle game stage and it becomes a lot more complicated, for how they can improve for future matches?
Well, I thought what Forsen did was very impressive. I thought this idea of bringing your rook, once you were up the piece, bringing this rook down to e4 and then c4 was a very good idea to stop the bishop from ever becoming active when you moved it over and attacked the two pawns. I thought your play was good. Maybe just the time usage wasn't perfect, but nonetheless, overall, I thought it was a very good game after that hiccup in the opening. So I thought it was very good. And as far as Janet, I mean, it's just try to be a little bit more have an idea of what you need to do in the middle part of the game, and I'll probably help you with that at some point.
Okay.
And Janet, we took a look at your game towards the end there when your king had no space to go, and it seems like you had some funny comments. I'm gonna pull it up. Do you mind relaying those to the chat?
Is it when I'm singing I'm all alone?
Yeah, the king was stuck in a hard situation.
And I couldn't. And then I realized he doesn't really have me in checkmate. So I thought there was a glitch in the system, but I could just keep moving my stuff around.
Yeah, report the bug on chess.com. No, exactly. Well, moving forward, Forsen, is there any opponents that you're most intimidated about?
Honestly, not. They might be better than me at chess in general, but I think in a tournament format, I'm the favorite for sure.
All right, a lot of confidence there. And XChocoBars, obviously you have been playing chess just as of a few weeks now, so it's still a relatively new game. So what are your hopes for yourself in the tournament?
I think I can take on Nim or Slicker. I think Forsen is definitely our hardest opponent in our group. So the fact that I did okay. I held my ground for a good amount of time, and I did get that pawn in the beginning. So I played Nim in 3 days, so I think I have room to improve and hopefully get at least one game in the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you were the underdog in this matchup, and Forsen has the confidence. So maybe, Forsen, if you want to mute us so that we don't, boost your confidence even more here. But it will definitely feel a lot easier when you get paired with somebody who also has been playing for a similar time as you. And on that note, Forsen, do you think watching commentary, I know you've been, sticking to the Lindors, has been helpful for your overall chess progression?
I've been sticking to what?
Watching some chess commentary.
Oh yeah. I mean, the thing with chess is that it's really hard to appreciate high level chess because you cannot, as an individual, think like 10 moves ahead as the grandmasters do. But you can try and think at least like 3-4 head or moves ahead when you're watching high level play, because sometimes it's just that amount. It's not always like a lot. So you learn a little bit, but you don't really understand the reasoning unless they're explaining it to you in a stream or whatnot. So I think it's kind of hard watching high level chess. It's better to watch a high level chess player coach someone, I think.
Got it.
If you want to learn.
That's actually interesting. So the coaching lessons have been more helpful. Well, yeah, thanks for the feedback. I think that's pretty useful. Before we let you guys go, Hikaru, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, not really. I think it was a great match, and I think both of you guys played quite well. So it was a good show.
You've spoken like the coach of both players. Well, Forsen, XChocoBars, thank you so much for joining us for the interview. Chat, if you guys want to go check out their channels as well, they are above their video cams. Thank you guys. And on that note, let's preview the next match.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Thank you. Box. All right, boys. Very good shit. Easy win for the God Gamer. I wasn't prepared for that build order, not gonna lie. The fucking Indian King's attack, or whatever the fuck it was called. I wasn't prepared for that. But we did it. So next opponent is it tomorrow? Is my next game tomorrow? I don't know. It should be, because I feel like I'm playing Nin or Slicker tomorrow. Or maybe in 2 days, I don't know. Not sure. But it will be an easy win regardless. Don't worry about it. The real challenge begins in the champion bracket. Whatever the fuck it's called. It's Wednesday. Wednesday. Wait, really? Why did this? Okay, whatever. All right, we have some time then, I guess. We have some time. Chopin. No, my cam is fucking deactivated. No, I can't be arsed. I can't be arsed, motherfuckers. The Bromine, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, dude. Sita Killer, Jetstorm, Evan Sucks, Brian Weeps Loves Bridges, Shepard, Chester, Splimp, SHN, Adrian Blab, and Boy and Hubert. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, boys. I'm gonna go ahead and peace on that note. Actually, I won't be watching the box game because I have to walk the dog. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Easy win again. Thank you guys. Sorry if I missed some subs here and there, especially during this match. Our donos. Yeah. I'll catch you on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, ladies. Wherever you're from. Bye-bye.